All right, round 5 at Utabi just wrapped up here. Got Ryan Maifield stopped by for a minute with us. Some highlights of the last round. I think the fastest lap I heard was a 17:0 from Bruno. He's still pulling out his magic cards there. So, Ryan, you want to give us some of your thoughts on the last? You came out with a 5 for the rounds, which puts you solidly in the A main. So, what do you think? Can Bruno hold on, or what are you going to show for him in the mains?
Yeah, I'm starting ninth, which you never know what happens in this four-wheel drive class on this surface. It's pretty insane to drive these cars. They're so fast, so responsive. I think Bruno has a really good shot if he can just keep a clean run, no mistakes. He's definitely got the fastest pace and looks the most comfortable out there. So I'm just going to do what I can do. I think a few guys that are ahead of me are going to cause a little bit of chaos. So I'm just going to keep my car on all 4 wheels and maybe capitalize on some mistakes and just stay steady out there.
Absolutely, good idea. Jason, your thoughts so far?
Well, I mean, I think everyone was looking for Nyato to start in the second position, but he keeps kind of crashing out in the races. He's fast enough to compete, but it seems like he's nowhere near as comfortable as the other guys. And we got Orlowski, who moved into the second position, who's his dad just told me he turned 14 years old, so he's doing extremely well. Rowan Folk, who I think he's kind of going off the times that he got in the first 3 rounds. He's still sitting there in the 4th position. And, it was nice to see Ryan lay down a 5 for that round, and I think he ran his best time so far. So, there's really only 2 seconds between a bunch of guys all the way up to second. So, in terms of speed, Bruno's really the only one that has, I think, everyone outright covered on speed. The rest of the guys are pretty close.
Yeah, definitely some close ones. Tebow pulled out a good run there and pulled it into the main as well. Cockrell's been pretty stable all along. Orlowski, as you said, of course, youngster. Bears keeping it up there, and Yasuki and then Hayato rounding out the 10. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fast action, a lot of stuff to watch out there. You got final thoughts?
Yeah, we got Hayato squeaked it in there in the last run. I think he was in Ryan's qualifier. I think they finished was a first and second, and Hayato finished second there. And I think he bumped himself into the main. He bumped out Lee Martin, so kind of a teammate on Yokomo, but that put him in the main. Which Hayato's a former world champion, and he at least he made a final here at the Worlds, and he's been doing a lot of practicing. When I was talking to him, and it's nice to see.
Then actually, I think Cody Newmandahl also had a really good run. He didn't hold it on for the whole time, but he's had some ups and downs here. Any thoughts on the Associated team?
Well, none of them made the main, but they made some progress towards the end. I think Cody was honestly probably the most consistent, quickest guy with the 4-wheel. I would think that Cavallari was probably the favorite to make the main, but he just never really got in the flow with his 4-wheel drive here this weekend, and he had 5 qualifiers, but he couldn't get really 3 good ones, and they're kind of paying the price for that.
Yep. So 2 U.S. people and 2 U.S. guys in the main. So Tebow and Maifield here, and we'll bring you the A's up here shortly.